everybody is unanimously talking about how strong I was and how appropriate my behavior was, including Kangana. The teams being swapped just about when you've made an emotional bond with someone, now they go in the other team. I never got to experience what a child feels like when he's away from the mother. Mother तो क्या feel कर रही है वो तो मुझे पता ही था 36 days में. मुनव्वर का जो भी पता चला था that he was also stuck in a case. Secrets के through जो चीजें बाहर आती है where you can empathize with other people, you know.
लॉकअप की जर्नी ऐसी रही जहां कहीं ना कहीं कलाकारों ने अपने बारे में बात करी, चर्चा करी, गेम को बेस्ट तरीके से खेला। लेकिन कहते हैं ना, सीजन 1 कैन होल्ड लॉट ऑफ ट्विस्ट एंड टर्न्स एंड वेल इस ओटीटी शो ने काफी सारे ट्विस्ट एंड टर्न्स देखे भी। एक और अभिनेत्री घर से हो गई बाहर। हम बात कर रहे हैं निशा रावल की, और मेरी यानी विशाखा पंडित के साथ आज जुड़ेंगी निशा रावल, जो करेंगी बात अपनी जर्नी के बारे में, बताएंगी किसको देखती है वो गेम को जीतता हुआ एंड अ लॉट मोर अबाउट व्हाट ऑल ड्रामा अनफोल्डेड इन हर लाइफ। तो आइए बुलाते हैं निशा को ओनली ऑन टेली चक्कर। Well, I would say, Nisha, welcome back on Tali Chakkar. Not a pleasant surprise to have you here because, I was hoping to see you go a lot more ahead, but still, I would say a decently pleasant journey in the lockup का jail. आपके लिए कैसी थी वो journey? वो कैद होकर कैसा लगा?
Thank you, Vishaka, for having me. And I know that most of you are surprised to see me out so early. But then I guess it was season 1 and there was not really like a reference point for anyone on what it requires to be a winner in the show. I have won hearts is what I'd like to believe, with all the feedback and the love that I'm receiving, ever since I've come out, and everybody is unanimously talking about how strong I was and how appropriate my behavior was, including Kangana that she mentioned, in the lockout episode in which I got evicted. So it's been a splendid journey. It was full of ups and downs. 5 weeks, at the interval of the show is when I actually left. And but in these 5 weeks also I have seen a range of human emotions, situations, challenges, and it's been amazing, right from the difficulties, whether they were physical, when tasks were involved, or whether it was sleeping on the floor, or being deprived of basic amenities, and especially people feel that celebrities are so pampered and how are they going to deal with all these things. So I think that in itself was such an experience for me, and every day chemistries would change with the co-qaidis, and the teams being swapped just about when you've made an emotional bond with someone, now they go in the other team. So it was an amazing experience. The makers have put in a lot of their brains in making the show and creating these different situations and challenges जो कोई escape नहीं कर सकता. Like, you have to show your true colors, and you can't really hide and have this garb or disguise around yourself that this is who I am. You can't really play it. I mean, you have to respond in a way that comes out कि this is your true self.
You know what, I would say that when you were going inside, obviously season 1 tha, we were not sure how the journey is going to be, or maybe what can we expect. But then yes, right, as you said, the journey of yours has been quite the one. I think you have played your game in the bestest way possible. But then first I would want to know, वापस आके अपने बेटे से मिलके कैसा लगा? Because I remember you were so, you had that thought कि उसके बिना मैं कैसे रहूंगी. How was it meeting him back? Firstly, tell me that.
It was the most beautiful thing ever. I mean, ऐसा मिलाप मेरी जिंदगी में कभी नहीं हुआ किसी के साथ, and it was so beautiful. And I never got to experience what a child feels like when he's away from the mother. Mother तो क्या feel कर रही है वो तो मुझे पता ही था 36 days में. But what a child feels like, to be able to experience the love of a child when he misses his mother, and to be the mother of that child, was in itself an experience that I cannot even begin to define, leave alone actually trying to. But it was amazing. And the way जितना वो खुश हो रहा है, और it's like we have fallen in love with each other all over again, and the things we are doing since I've come back, and dropping him to school, putting him to sleep, reading stories, hanging out with each other, going to eat pizzas, or it's just been a treat. I mean, but I have to give it to that child that I don't know how he stayed away from me for 36 days. अभी मुझे पूछा था, मम्मा आप लॉकअप में जाने वाले हो क्या, दोबारा जाने वाले हो? So, but I tried to keep him away from the show. मैंने कोशिश की थी कि वो झोल घर भी ना आए, क्योंकि मैं नहीं चाह रही थी कि अगर वो आ जाता और वो देखता कि मम्मा जा रही है, तो उसके अंदर एक एक्सपेक्टेशन होती कि दोबारा कब मिलेगी मम्मा, या ये he would probably cry and be inconsolable, so I didn't want him to go through those emotions. So that was even more difficult, क्योंकि मैं उसको बोल के आई थी कि काविश ऐसा हो सकता है कि मम्मा को ऑप्शन दिया जाए आपसे फोन पे बात करने का और मम्मा ना चूज करे, तो बट ऑलवेज रिमेम्बर मम्मा लव्स यू सो मच. सो he has shown a like utter strength.
I would agree to that, but then काविश का ही सवाल मैं आपसे पूछती हूँ निशा पहले, that अगर मम्मा को दोबारा लॉकअप में जाने का मौका मिले, मम्मा जाएंगी कि मम्मा like will say no, not anymore? What is it gonna be like?
I wish not anymore, but if they give me reasons to go back inside, I'll do it. Sure, it's a part of my profession, and if not this, then what else? But overall, since it's been such an amazingly enriching and humbling experience, why not? It would be great to catch up on everybody, and this time when I go, I will have seen the game and I'll go in again, so it'll be different. But I don't think that lockup is for people like me, so that's the reason why my journey came to an end. And like Kangana said, the behavior was so appropriate that it wasn't suitable for the show. So yeah, but if I have to go, yeah, sure, I'll go in.
But then I would say, Nisha, a lot of confessions were made inside the house. A lot of people said certain things that maybe bahar aake they'll be like, oh, we did express it out at that level. तो ऐसा कोई था जिसके confession का और maybe जिसका journey आपको personally बहुत अच्छा लगा घर में से?
आई थिंक सबसे बड़ी बात यह है कि सबकी अपनी एक जर्नी रही है और बहुत ही अमेजिंग रही है, लेकिन सिर्फ ये बात है कि कई लोग बताते हैं, कई लोग नहीं बता पाते, कई लोगों के अंदर वो पावर ऑफ एक्सप्रेशन ही नहीं होता कि वो अपनी स्टोरी को एक अच्छे तरीके से नरेट कर सके जो लोगों के लिए इंस्पायरिंग हो. बट जितना मैंने लोगों को जाना, एवरीबडीज जर्नी वाज अमेजिंग. कुछ लोग गेम खेलने में इतना ज़्यादा इन्वॉल्व हो गए, इंग्रॉस हो गए कि उनकी अभी तक की ज़िंदगी की जो जर्नी रही है वो एक्सप्रेस करना ही भूल गए हैं. उन्हें लग रहा है यही जर्नी है, बस कुछ भी हो जाए हमें बस इसी को तय करना है. बट इट्स अमेजिंग कि जो छोटे छोटे बिट्स एंड पार्ट्स में मुझे लोगों के बारे में पता चला, अबाउट केवी हैविंग जो उनके भी एक लॉस हुआ था जी वो, and then about as actors we understand we all go through financial lows, and then knowing that about him, मुनव्वर का जो भी पता चला था that he was also stuck in a case, and बहुत सारी ऐसी आज़मा के बारे में, स्पेशली सीक्रेट्स के थ्रू जो चीज़ें बाहर आती है, where you can empathize with other people, instead of making fun of them, जो कि हुआ था शेमिंग सीक्रेट के बारे में, which was the disgusting thing ever, because it takes a lot out of a person to share that, जानते हुए कि आपके पेरेंट्स सुन रहे होंगे, आपके रिश्तेदार सुन रहे होंगे, सोसाइटी आपको जज कर रही होगी, फिर भी एक इंसान जब इतनी हिम्मत जोड़ता है और उस बजर के पीछे आके अपनी बात बताता है, तो उसकी सराहना करने के बजाय अगर उसका मजाक उड़ाया जाए और गेम के लिए उसे नीचा दिखाने की कोशिश की जाए, सो आई थिंक इट्स लाइक अ रियली लाइक अ लो थिंग टू डू. सो आई फील दैट एवरीबडीज जर्नी हैज बीन इंस्पायरिंग. आज़मा की जर्नी मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगी, उससे ज़्यादा तो नहीं मैं हैंग अराउंड कर पाई उसके साथ, क्योंकि 2 हफ्ते में ही हम एक दूसरे से अलग हो गए थे. आई गॉट लॉक्ड आउट, बट आई रियली लाइक दैट गर्ल. आई मीन आई थिंक शी इज़ अ वंडरफुल गर्ल एंड शी इज़ गॉट सम अमेजिंग वाइब्स. जो भी वो करती हैं उनका एक तरीका है करने का. आई थिंक शी इज़ अ स्वीट गर्ल.
Who do you see winning now, Nisha? Because unfortunately, आप interval में आ गई हैं बाहर. Then who do you see winning the game now?
So I feel understood the game from the beginning. People are also liking him, the way he's manipulating everybody, and the way it turns out to be just the way he imagined it to turn out. He's playing the game well, so there's a high possibility that he could win the show. I think that's a very obvious thing because everybody is unanimously thinking the same way. And but I personally like Shivam a lot. I think he's playing with a lot of his himself, like being true to the game. I also like Azma, but I think I hope that Shivam wins the game, the show.
Perfect. And मेरे fans को सिर्फ इतना बता दीजिए, what can they expect now that now you're out, now Nisha is out of the game, now she's with the child, she's relaxing, keeping her mind calm. What next?
So I just want to say that with all the things that happened in my life, it was difficult for me to bring myself to this position and to come back to a zero. I feel that I had gone somewhere that I was still picking up my pieces and my scattered pieces, but going inside that show, LockUp has kind of fast tracked me picking up those scattered pieces, and I'm back with a bang, and I feel I'm feeling fresher, nicer, ready to take on the world, and with new hopes and new dreams, and just feeling more empowered than ever before.
Perfect. Thank you so much for joining me, Nisha, here. It's a pleasure, and I wish you all the luck for any new project that you join in the near future.
Thanks, Vishaka. Lots of love back. Bye.
और ये तो थी निशा रावल जिनसे मैं कर रही थी बात, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed Nisha's journey. Until then, this is me, Vishaka Pandit, signing off for now. You do stay tuned to TeleChalker for all the more updates about the tele world.
Know all about the Tele world by subscribing to TeleChalker's YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated to our new videos.